We want the sausage to brown. My son likes it to be like pretty brown. Not super brown. But see how that's getting? So that one is getting like that. He likes it to be like that. So this is what it looks like after you drain most of these out. You don't have to get all of it. Then you're going to add in, this is me with my measuring. I'll probably add like about, maybe, not quite, 1/8 cup of flour. And you're going to stir that around and turn the heat down a little bit. You don't want your flour to burn. You want to just mix all the flour in with the sausage. Just like if you were making a roux. And with my garlic, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon, maybe not even that, of garlic powder. And everybody likes it really peppery in our house, so this is like probably a tablespoon of pepper. And I'm going to add a little tiny bit of salt because the sausage already has salt in it. But since you're going to be adding the flour and the milk, it needs a little bit of salt. And you can taste this after and see if you need more salt. Then you're going to add the milk. Sometimes if I'm low on milk, I'll add half milk, half water. You're just going to carefully, you might want to use a bigger pan. I just love this pan, so I use it a lot. And I'm making a small amount. If you're making this for a big family, you definitely would want to use a bigger pan. You can let this come to a simmer. You don't want it too hot because you don't want it burn. You don't want to burn the milk. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. When I'm getting ready to plate it, I split open a couple of the biscuits. You can see they are still really hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of them, but they are still really hot. You don't need to put any butter on them because there's a lot of butter in them. Now we just wait for our gravy. So it's starting to get thick. So not too much longer to go. And I did put like another teaspoon of pepper into it. And you can play around with this recipe. If it's coming out too thick, add a little milk. If it's coming out too thin, you can mix a little flour into a little tiny bit of milk until you have like there's no lumps, and then add that. Because if you just add the dry flour, you're going to end up getting lumpy biscuits and gravy, and you don't want that. So you can see it's starting to get thick. You don't want it super thick so that it's just like lumpy on top of the biscuits. You want it to kind of run over the biscuits and soak into them. Sounds really good. You can also play around if you want and put red pepper flakes in here. You could put, you know, some other seasonings that you like if you want to. I just like it the basic garlic, salt, and pepper. Sometimes simple is the best. You don't even really need the garlic if you don't want it. And you could also add sauteed onions or some onion powder. It's up to you. So it's getting thick. I might even have to add a little bit of milk. Like I said, you kind of have to play around. So you see it's kind of simmering there. So you don't want it to simmer for a super long time. Probably about 5 minutes. So I am going to add a little more milk. Or you can add water with the milk if you are low on milk, which happens. You can also use powdered milk for this recipe and canned milk, as long as it's not sweetened condensed canned milk. That would be interesting. So yeah, I think it's about done. I'm gonna taste it for salt. It's good, but they're probably gonna want it a little bit saltier. But if you're watching your salt intake, you probably want to watch this part. Make sure you don't put too much salt in. You will never believe what I just did. I don't know if I got it on my video, but I dropped my Samsung Note 10 into my gravy. And it's still working! Thank you, Samsung. Anyway, I'm going to be ready to plate in a second. So, here I go. You could use a ladle for this. I am doing it the hard way. You want it kind of runny. I like it that way. They like it that way. So it soaks into the biscuits and gets them nice and kind of soft and yummy. And if you want, like for breakfast, you can cook a couple eggs and put them on top of here. Trying not to drop my phone into the biscuits. Oh my god, I can't believe I dropped my phone into the gravy. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Oh my god. You can sprinkle a little paprika on top if you want it to look fancy. I'm not going to. That's it. And that's biscuits and gravy. So try it and don't drop your phone in the gravy. I hope you liked my video. Bye bye.